whom I knew their forefathers but never would know this generation. And they said, well, someday all of you coming back is a security to ourselves itself. Gave me a lot of encouragement.
Interesting.
Right. And talking about Kashmiri Pandits particularly, do you think after the abrogation of Article 370 and certain other measures that have been taken by the government of India, there has been a sense of justice that they feel? Or do you think the last 30 years have just been brushed under the carpet?
No, there is a problem which started, let's understand, before 1989. It culminated in 1989. I could sense that going wrong at least for a few years, not to this extreme. But in 1984 onwards, I thought there was a problem. 87 afterwards saw it aggravated. So the issue is for them, how do you get them back? People who have lived aside 30 years are not going to suddenly uproot themselves from a new place and come back. But yet, everybody who stays in a village and goes to a city or travels to somewhere else for work, they would like to keep a small place by themselves to get back home. I think it is important that they must feel secure where they can get back to their own homes. I'm not a great believer in the ghetto situation.
Yeah.
I feel they should be able to go and live in peace where they want. That's the only way they will reconnect with the system.
Is the situation then becoming, sir, of truth and reconciliation to set up this commission? You mentioned there'll have to be political will. We've had sort of action in the past where individuals that you know have been appointed to be sort of friends of the process. Many of these have not really succeeded. Is the time right for something like this?
So let's understand, there have been two phases. There have been phases when the Kashmiri Pandit community moved out. There's been a phase after that when, to save the nation, the army moved in. When army moves in, there are bound to be certain... the army is meant to fight a war. It's not meant to control law and order. So there will be situations. So there have been sufferers pre that. There's another section of society which is post that. But it cannot be a remedy only for the post. What has happened is the post suffering is what has been focused on. There has been a denial mode, I believe, that look, we don't know how the Kashmiri Pandit left, why they left. That's not acceptable. If you have to heal them, you have to accept that they